Kaya mamili ka ng gulay.
Para nakatay Makikinigan. Malinaw naman pala. Sa bahay na ako kahit wala yun.
Kaya masarap ba yan? Masarap ba yan?
Parang hindi pa ako may pero mas malakas. Apat. Ay, grabe. Nakakahiya naman din.
Ako, ano yung matao ko eh.
Salamat.
Uy, parang mag-visita naman yan.
Alas lahat pala ng mga tito dito may different sa may different sa
Eh, para hindi sila maboring ikot-ikot mo na ako sa
Paano bukas namin?
shoutout na pala.
Wala, nung may tinda t-shirt bukas ay tiglahan mo.
Kulay ng halos kulay ng damit ka.
Ang naiya ako dito.
Hindi ka nakaintindihan.
Hindi, magkano i-ibay mo, yung talent mo, i-ibay mo di safety. Ay, mga namang
Bago na ako. Tawa ka ako yung kita ko yung nakabahan ako dyan. Parang sa nang
Live po tayo.
hindi bago siya. Ba't daw ano, parang tumitin na. Parang di na tayo yung dating
Kasama niya.
nalilito bago siya. Pero parang di kita. Parang di kita kausapin mo. Parang invite mo na. Yung kabahan ako dyan. Nakita kasi na.
Ikot mo na ako.
Ganun ba ako trabaho dati?
Anong ikot-ikot mo na ako? Nakalive po tayo ngayon, mga kababayan.
Sa karangalan,
edit ba yan?
Ha? Ha? Hindi na, live to eh.
paangat na eh.
O manong o, si Dada, nagpupuso na.
Sino sila?
Si Dada, number 1 fan yan dito sa YouTube ko eh. Shoutout kay Daryl Todela.
Dada, hello!
Sa YouTube ako yata.
Ah.
Makapanood siya.
Ay, sayo na. Vlog to, vlog. Ah, live to, live. Hi kayo, hi. Ito bang mga busy natin? Yan, naka-live to, live. Sir Dolphy. Sir Bernie, oh.
Hi, sir. Morning sa lahat.
Ano yung Ate Kay? Tapos tayo, ikot muna natin tayo. Ikot muna tayo, guys. Tayo sa hallway.
Hindi rin na mag-beginner. Ang model, magiging medium.
Sa labas muna tayo ngayon, guys. Mga gusto maglaro ng golf dyan, welcome kayo dito. Ikot ko kayo sa exhibit. busy natin. Angono Art. Ito nga pala yung exhibit. Igat ko lang kayo kasama siya sa exhibit, guys. Diba? Mga kasining, tawagin ko na lang ng mga kasining. So, kasama sa exhibit. Shout out sa nag-iisa nating viewer, Daryl Tudela. Shout out sa'yo, pare. Yan, kung may time kayo, daan kayo dito. Art Congress. Tayo, guys.
Ay, gawin din. Tapos na yung yung bilhin na pwede
May time kayo, daan kayo dito sa booth nila. Ayan, mga busy. Ayan. Hello. Good morning. May time kayo, daan kayo dito sa East Ridge. Dahil wala pa naman program, manood muna kayo ng mga koi. Shout out nga pala sa mahal kong si Silay. Shout out sa'yo, mga kasining. Sabi tatawag ko, mga kabakas. Dinig ba ako, Lai? Dinig ba yung mga pinagsasabi ko? Shout out po. Sabi ko, shout out. Shout out sa maganda kong asawa, si Lai Gilaran. Sabihin mo nga ako narinig mo. Shout out nga pala sa mga poging kuta. Sa mga pangit. Si Inang. Inang, shout out daw kayo, nanonood si Dada. Yung mga busy, mga thunders. Balik na tayo. Ewan ko kung kaninong painting. Sir Odoy.
Vlogger.
Live tayo. Live to, live. Bumalik na ako. I'm here. Oh, malinaw. Malakas ba yung boses?
Late ka rin. Delay lang ako.
Kanina madami. Minute pala. Wag mong papatayin yan ha. Pag... wag mong papatayin, mamaya sasayaw ako. Sasayaw si Manong. Diyan ko malalaman kung okay. Dinig ba ako yun? Hirap pala magsalita, guys. Ano lang talaga ako. Kasi sila ay malinaw. May nag-chat sa akin. Sino si Fernandino Lirit? Sino yun? Oh, ang daming ano. Ako. Comments niya.
Sabi ko,
Daming comments.
sabi ko dalawa ni Dana. Ay, magkat na ba?
Meron niya, send text mo.
Ate, may ano, senta.
Ano, super send.
Mayroon.
Wala na ng gas. Facebook pag sinabi.
Good morning, everyone. Magandang umaga po. We'll be starting our program in 5 minutes. So, yung mga mag-CCR, mga mag-prepare, mangyari po mag-prepare na. At we'll be starting the program in 5 minutes. Good morning.
Sila dyan tayo. Chat mo. Maraming ano. Maraming Gmail po. Sa laptop niya.
Okay lang.
Hello. Paano lang kayo na sa rep? Tignan nyo naman sa rep.
Muli, isang magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. At welcome to the day 2 of our 5th Angono Art Congress. For our day 2 panel discussion, diretso na po tayo. To give you the moderator for this morning's plenary. Siya po ay kasalukuyang guro sa UP Los Baños, dating Pangulo at ngayon ay advisor ng New Angono Artists Collective, kabilang sa Board of Directors ng Giant Dwarf Art Space. Without much further ado, I would like to let us all welcome Mr. Ian Lumongo.
Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. So, narito tayo sa ating pangalawang araw ng pagtitipon para sa arts. At yun nga, para simulan na siguro yung ating talakayan. So, magkakaroon tayo ng magbabahagi sa atin tungkol sa mga posibleng inspirasyon sa ating pagkathang sining sa larangan ng photography at film. So, ang una nating tagapanayam ay si Ginoong Alex Villaluz, at katapos ay si Mr. Gloria, at katapos ay si Nandita Samson. So siguro simulan na natin, babasahin ko lang yung maikling bio note ni Alex Villaluz. So Alex Villaluz is a photographer, director, visual artist from a Filipino background, born in Japan, raised in New York City, and lives between Paris and New York. So, kasalukuyan nasa Paris si Alex, na-stress yata na madaling araw. His multicultural upbringing gives him quite an idiosyncratic way of seeing the world. His work attempts to explore the balance between the controlled and spontaneous, quirky and humorous, subtle and boisterous, abstract and real, incidental and deliberate, a process in conceptualizing the visual fine line and its limitations. So, nakapagtrabaho siya sa The New York Times, Toyota, Motorola, Nike, at iba pang mga projects na na-involve siya. Sa katunayan, noong 2013 ay nag-organize siya kasama yung mga artist na mga doon sa pag-exhibit at pag-produce ng isang maliit na publikasyon, Bayanihan, I think na 2013. So, siguro marami rin itong mga artists na nakibahagi. At noong 2017 ay nagsagawa rin siya ng solo exhibition sa Provenance Gallery at naging collaborators niya rin yung yumaong si Carlos Cedral sa kanilang performance. So, ito na, si Alex.
Hello. Sana narinig niyo ako. Do you hear me fine? Okay lang?
Okay na rin.
Okay. Paano ba tayo magsisimula? Iyan. Mahaba kwento ko. So yes, ang simula ko sa photography actually sa by marine biology. Dahil dati nag-apply ako sa eskwelahan para sa marine biology. Pero nung summer na yon, nagkaroon ako ng job na assistant sa mga music video. So from there, nagkaroon ako ng interest sa sa music video. Pero ang problema lang nun dati, you need to work in bigger teams. Yung photography, kahit ikaw lang mag-isa, may camera, you can produce work. So ayun, may collection ng camera yung daddy ko. So I borrowed a few of his cameras, tapos ayun, doon na nagsimula. So mula nun, naka-build ako ng portfolio. Tapos nag-apply ako sa art school. Awa ng Diyos, natanggap ako. So mula nun, tuloy-tuloy ang kahit ko. So hanggang ngayon, it's everything. The feeling I get na nakahawak ko ng camera, yun na yun. Yun ang pakiramdam ko. I can do this forever. That's how I got started. Pero yung path ng photography, dahil dati, nung nagsimula ako, analog pa eh. So, mas technical dati, dahil mas mahal pati. Dahil may film, may printing, may contact sheet. Buti nga ngayon, mas madali kahit naka-iPhone. Everyone's a photographer now. Everyone can be a photographer. So, medyo, maraming bagay na questionable kung ano yung art doon o kung ano yung, masses, yung pang, how can you put it? Pang sarili o pang promotion. It's a tool ngayon, di ba? That's on social media. So yeah, back then, analog talaga. Yun ang pinagmulan. Ian helped ask me questions.
Sige, yun
Hindi
pa,
ako pa.
ang gusto pa na mangyari ni Alex ay mas conversation o mas pag-uusap. So kung gusto din meron kayong mga particular na tanong na pwede nang gawin ngayon, meron kayong gusto dito. Siguro pwedeng bahagi mo yung sa pag-aaral mo sa
Yes.
School of Arts.
You could show some work. So is it showing? Is it projecting? Show some work. So para makita man nila na go.
Inaano ni Peter niya. Ilan sa mga trabaho.
Yeah, so back then, 4 na taong ka sa art school, nag-aaral ng photography, printing, kung paano gumawa ng tamang exposure sa iba-ibang kondisyon, pag anong mga lighting, napakarami. Ngayon, napakadali. Maraming nagtatanong kung paano gumawa ng, nagtatanong mag-request ng seminar. Ngayon, napakadali. That's negative. Yung sa digital photography, you can just delete and keep on shooting till you get what you want. Pero dati, dapat alam mo talaga lahat ng ginagawa.
Alex, nakikita ba yung project ni Peter? Hindi niya rin.
No, I don't see.
So, project ni Peter ito yung mga larawan, para mga modelo yata ito. May pink background, blonde hair, mga models, ano ba? Ito ba, photography? Fashion.
Nag-breakfast na ba kayo?
Nag-breakfast na, kanya-kanyang breakfast na. Pero may merienda dito. Ito pala, ang project ngayon ni Peter ay nakahigang babae na may bangs. Tapos nakataas yung siko.
Pakita naman yung camera. Gusto ko lang makita yung
So medyo tayo, high flex sabi nga nila. So may on-site na mga participants at live from Paris, New York, France, Alex. Basta na
Tapos ang umagang ngayon dito. 3:07.
Messenger lang yun.
Alex.
Hindi ko makita. Basta i-turn mo na lang yung monitor, yung laptop. Yeah, pakitutok mo na lang sa screen para makita yung
Oo, pwede niyo makita sa
Ayan. Okay, I see it better. Yeah. I'll click on it so it's bigger. Maliit yata screen. Expand. Alright, I see it now. Yes, yes. Pakitaas ng konti. Ayun, nakikita ko. Alright, yeah, so that's my work. That's what I've been doing lately. Oh wow, yeah.
Siguro yung masusunod pa. May gusto ka muna i-annotate.
Alright, yeah. So ginagawa ko commercially, ibang-iba sa gusto kong gawin personally. So yun, para sa mga kliyente naman yun. So, medyo may compromise sa ginagawa, syempre dahil pera, hindi ba? So, yeah.
Ano raw,
Ano?
Sorry, ako mag-host ngayon. This speaker. Ano magazine to? Sa Paris? Ito, sa France?
Hindi, para sa designer yan. It's a collection for the designer. Tiga London, Alexandra Gruber ang pangalan.
Okay. So itong series na pinadala mo sa aming photographs, these are...
Iba-iba rin. Iba-iba siya. I can go through it. You can go through it and I can tell you which one it's for.
So, i-operate ulit yung Peter. So, yan. Ito raw.
Ayan para sa fashion designer din na tiga Brazil. Mia pangalan. Mia Gargala. Pangalan. Gargala. Mia Gargala.
Hanap tayo ng questions.
May hirap lang kasi kalat ang gawa ko kaya yung mga napapakita ko lang dito ngayon, yung mga most recent.
Mostly yan yung genre ng subject matters sa photography mo talaga.
Just commercial. There's no statements. Iba sa ginawa ko sa provenance, sa yung conceptualize talaga. So iba-iba talaga ginagawa ko for art and iba talaga para sa kabuhayan.
As mostly talaga ito yung parang bread and butter ng mga shoots.
Bread and butter. Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You have time? Yeah, sorry.
Go on. Sige.
Do you have time to develop or compose for an exhibition? Alam mo yun, parang art exhibition photography.
Shoot, then I'll find an element that I like na pwede kong gamitin sa idea dahil parang sa buhay yun, yung pagbabasa ng pattern ng ginagawa mo. Dahil minsan hindi mo alam ang ginagawa mo, hindi ba? You start like that as an artist, then you notice a pattern sa the way you do things. So yeah, from that, there's something to take out of it. So, para bang yung kombinasyon ng what you like, hindi ba? So, yun ang artist naman tayo dyan, maraming artist dyan, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hindi ba? Dahil meron kayong habits. It's about looking for what you like and what your tendencies are, and a combination of all of that. Yes.
Yeah.
And then you look for a nice current event or whatever that happens, pwede mong i-weaponize yun and use it for your statement. Pwede gamitin. The only thing is na I deeply regret na wala akong personal work na may papakita dahil commercial lang. So it doesn't really back the statement I'm saying right now. So yeah.
Okay. So, is there any, until now, do you have any particular parang influence from our town, from Angono, that you parang ginagamit mo pa rin as source of inspiration when you shoot? When you
Absolutely.
compose?
Yeah. You know, start ko that's my first exposure sa art. And that always stays no matter what you do.
So malaking bagay talaga
Syempre.
namulat ka dito
Yun
sa
ang-
Angono, and then so yung parang platform na rin in a way, that you be
Absolutely. Kinamulat ko yun. Di syempre natural. You take it with you, whatever you have with you. Influence lahat na doon nagsimula.
So that
I
influence,
can't draw. I can't draw. Ayun.
But that influence,
So,
do you incorporate it in terms of composition, the color combination, sa mga dress, sa mga background? Do you still have that? Do you still have that kind of parang...
ang sa akin, you know, kung nag-aaral ka, the first thing you do is emulation, hindi ba? Whoever you admire, till you find your own voice. Pero ang influence na noon, hindi na kailangang lumabas sa work mo. It's in your heart, lalo na lahat yun.
Not literally, no, that you should show it.
If you know what I mean, dahil iba talagang literal talaga translation, but, you know,
Yeah.
kailangan medyo poetic sa ganung bagay. You just take whatever you can. Nasa loob mo yun. It's always there.
Okay, okay. So we have one participant, or one of our ad hoc, si Manong John Santos of Kota.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, nagiging talk show tayo kasi that's the way.
It's okay, let's do it like that. It's an easier format. Dahil wala ako dyan, so it's a lot harder to feel the crowd and everything else. So
Pwede i-balik-tarin na namin ulit yung kasi we have an idea naman of the
oh, sige, hati.
show that we
Yes, yes.
Tapos yung video rin para hindi disembodied voice, so para makita rin natin si Alex sa salita. Sige, John. ikaw na.
Pre,
Oh,
tawag dito.
sige. Yes.
Yung tawag dito, siguro ang itatanong ko lang siguro, yung comparison ng kilos, yung eksena dyan at saka dito sa atin. Siguro yun ang mas magandang maano eh.
Ibang-iba ang eksena dito. Dahil dito, art lahat ng art form, mula performance art, graffiti, lahat, appreciated dito sa gallery, lahat, kahit mga graffiti artists. Especially, photography, sculpture, marami, iba-iba, parang dyan. Pero, mas accepted ang ibang bagay, ibang forms of expression, kahit na mga installation art na hindi mawarihan ng tao kung paano gagawin, kung bibilin o ano. Yeah, it's accepted lahat ito sa any form of expression. Art kasi, expression.
So ngayon, ang isang tanong pa is, pareho kang nasa sentro, di ba? Nasa Angono ka bilang sentro dito sa atin. Isa sa mga sentro dito sa lugar natin. Plus, ngayon nasa Paris ka. So parang it's another center din. So ano yung tingin mo na nakuha mo doon sa dalawang sentro na yun? Nagagamit mo?
Parallel. Dito sa France, mas forward thinking, syempre. I don't know. Dahil hindi katulad sa Amerika. Amerika yung driven sa commerce, sa pagbenta, pera, ganun. Dito walang masyadong kinikita mga artistic, kaya sila pure creativity talaga. Walang parelang. So,
Pero nakapag-inom pa naman.
quality, hindi quantity. Yun ang dito. Kaya,
Okay.
kaya masaya rito, kaya hindi na ako nakabalik sa Amerika.
Okay, sige, yun lang. Salamat.
Pero uwi ako dyan sa March, so ayun.
Sige, baka
May date na.
may mga iba pang mga gustong magtanong. Pero siguro habang nag-aantay tayo, pwede lumapit lang yung matatanong kayo para at least nakikita siguro ni Alex yung kausap mo.
Oh, Ian. May nga pala ako. I sent some videos there. So, hindi lang ako nag-aaral sa photography. Dahil sa nag-aaral ng film. I worked in film a lot. So, currently, I'm working on a 3D film actually. Kasama ng mga kaibigan ko. We're working on this project.
Parang,
So, it's not really, photography lang.
so baka may...
Kung na ba interesting sa akin na po, I can get involved and I just do it,
Sige, papakita na siguro namin kung Ayan. So, Alex, baka pwede magsalita ng konti.
Namumukha mo ba siya, Ian? Siya si Julie, yung ano ko sa Provenance.
Ah,
Nung nag-exhibit
yung
kami.
model mo rin
Yeah.
sa exhibit.
Yes, yes. And pa sa Fashion Film Festival sa Denmark. So yun ang submission ko dati. So yeah, it did alright.
Siguro gusto ko lang balikan yung kanina binabanggit mo na karamihan ng trabaho mo ay commercial, yung ano. Pero nagkala mo kasi ng Providence na kasagsagan ng EJ. Hindi simula yung EJ kayo na pamagat ng mismong exhibit mo ay neutral. So yung parang yung ideya ng
Yeah.
may dalawang parang posisyon sa kadulugan. Pero yun na, parang meron ako nakikitang overtly political dun sa
Parang continuation din siya, syempre. It's a watertight idea na concept. Ginawa ko dati sa Provenance, yung tema namin, sa mga hindi na alam, yung neutral. Yung question na kung yung point na nag-decide ka maging neutral, hindi ka neutral. So pinaglalaroan namin yung idea na yun, na may conscious decision ka na maging neutral. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka neutral, may choice kang ginawa. So yeah, something like that. Na pwedeng paglaruan. I like ideas
So,
like that.
mayroon ka pa rin mga balak na i-explore pa rin yung ganung direction?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Nagamit ko lang ibang medium, hindi lang basta photography. Dahil ang advantage, ang disadvantage ngayon, like I was saying with digital, everyone's a photographer. Everyone with this photographer na, that's yung maraming followers. It's about the art versus influence. Ito nagkakaano yung dalawang bagay ngayon dahil sa Instagram o TikTok, everything else. Everyone's an influencer. So, it's nice na way na nagkakaroon ng voice ang mga tao, pero parang walang specialization. Dahil maraming nagsasabi na sila influencer, it's a self-proclamation, hindi ba? In a sense. If you know what I mean. Iyan.
Sige. Meron pa ba?
Ano nga?
Meron pa bang gustong magdagdag ng tanong o...
I don't know, I'm free for anyone to have comments. Dahil yun ang... I wrote a script
Si
for it, like
si
a
John
movie.
ulit. Babalik si John.
Right, bali ano ba, sinasabi mo na dahil doon sa digital na genre is parang medyo nagdidikit.
Democratize siya. yung media.
Pero ang parang sinasabi mo pa rito is parang nagdi-deteriorate yung skills. Kasi nga masyado nagiging makina yung ano, yung
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Makikita ko lang sa paycheck ko yun. Nahahati bigla. Dahil someone with ganun karaming followers nanalo ng account. So yeah. So you're competing against that. So that's something to consider. Pero iba naman pag nag-greet ka talaga, skill yun eh.
so
Pag-
ano yung tingin mo na pwedeng gawin para medyo
Yeah.
ma-minimize yung effect nung ganung pagkakasapag ka lang?
Ang pinagkaiba nung namatay ang analog, nawala ang maraming skills dati yung kahit printer ka lang, buhay ka na. Hindi ka na mag-aalala habang buhay, may trabaho ka na constant. Kahit nagpa-print ka lang ng mga negative ng ibang tao, ganun. Ayos ka na dati. Ngayon hindi na, ganun. Kailangan, wala eh, obsolete na yung ano eh. Pero ngayon, yung sa art photography talaga, film talaga ginagamit ko ngayon. Yung mga art photographer sa Paris o kahit sa Amerika. Ewan ko dyan, siguro ganun din. Pero parang may bagong trend naman, bumabalik sa analog photography yung mga, ano ba word, hipster, hindi gusto na lumabas. Pero yun na wala, yung mga yung mga bago nakadiscover ng analog. So it's good, coming back. So that's good. I think.
Thank you, boss.
Sige. Salamat, John. Salamat, Alex. Medyo puputulin natin sa puntong ito para magbigay po naman sa iba pang presenters. Pero huwag ka mag-log out kasi pagkatapos
Okay, I'll continue. I'll stay and watch.
pwedeng pagpatuloy yung conversations sa pagkatapos ng iba pang presenters. Salamat, Alex.
If you have any questions, ano?
Sige. So ngayon dadako naman tayo sa pagkapakilala sa susunod nating speaker. Ito pa na yan, si Ginong Jojo Gloria. So, babasahin ko muli yung isang naging bio note. Jojo Gloria is a freelance photographer and a product specialist at Nikon Philippines. He sees himself more of a storyteller rather than a professional commercial photographer. A bachelor's degree graduate at the La University majoring in management of financial institutions. People, food, travel, architecture, and interiors, and whatever the frame catches are all Jojo's interests. Forms and structures, natural or man-made, fascinating. Inanimate subjects seem interesting to him, even if they don't react. On personalities, he tries to capture them in their own element. Every day for him is a learning experience, and the camera is just an extension of his faculties. So muli, palakpakan po natin si Mr. Jojo Gloria.
Salamat po. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Una-una, gusto po magpasalamat na naimbita po ako dito sa organizers, lalo na kay Sir Peter, at sa organizers ng Art Congress ng Angono. And, it's an honor, isang karangalan po at pribileyo na magsalita sa harap ninyo. At saka makasama po ang our distinguished guest, kamukha po ni Sir Alex at ni Mami Des. Okay. Lahat po kasi yata ng speakers ngayon ay taga Angono. Ako medyo, pero lumaki po ako sa Antipolo, so malapit lang. So, kinabahan po ako nung una kasi nung nagsalita si Sir Alex, taga Angono na siya. So, sabi ko, buti na lang Antipolo, malapit-lapit po. Siguro, sa introduction po, marahil narinig nyo na nag-graduate po ako, ang layo ng course ko. Marahil nagtataka kayo. Paano ko nauwi sa photography? Finance po kasi yung natapos ko. Kwento ko na lang po sa inyo kung paano ko nag-umpisa sa photography. And then mamaya, siguro, papakita ko po sa inyo kung ano yung direction na ginawa ko po para sa Leica sa larangan ng photography. And kung ano yung, siguro yung, through my own perspective, kung what is the status of the art of photography in the Philippines. Nag-umpisa po ako sa photography, niregaluhan kasi ako ng ninong ko sa nung Pasko. 9 years old ako. Hindi ko makalimutan kasi nakalimutan niya tanggalin yung tag price ng regalo niya. Ang gift niya ay isang film camera, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Lomo camera siya ngayon eh. Ang presyo niya was 65 pesos. Tapos ang film doon, mura pa. Although on allowance basis lang po ako doon. So, hirap din po ako. So, doon ko nakuha yung discipline na isang pitik-pitik lang, hindi yung sunod-sunod. Eh, nung nag-digital na, yung iba, rumaraskat na sila. Tapos, ang dami nilang images. Isa lang yung pipiliin nila. So, ganun yung reality na. So, 9 years old. Film camera pala yun. Hindi ko alam na medium format pala yun. Yung film. Basta karga lang ako ng karga ng film. And then, ako po yung naatasan na official photographer ng family. Tuwing may event, in-expect na nila na may dala akong camera to capture memories. And dahil doon po sa camera na yun, I realized I'm a romantic, sentimental person. Kasi every time, kasi mag-print pa po eh. So, after i-print, pag tinitingnan ko yung photos, binabalikan ko. Hanggang ngayon po, pag binabalikan ko yung mga family photos namin, at saka ini-encourage ko kayo, mag-print kayo pa rin kayo ng photos, maggawa ng album kasi importante po yung nahahawakan, yung nababalikan. Ramdam ko po yung feeling ko kung ano yung naramdaman ka nung moment na yan, nung kinunan yung photo na yan. Pati yung amoy, pati yung lasa, pati yung nararamdaman ko, masaya ako, malungkot. So, doon ko na-discover na, meron pala akong sa photography. Affiliation with photography. So, yun, grade school. Pagdating ko po ng high school, Nag-aral po ako mag-develop ng film, black and white. Nag-try din po ako ng color, pero napakamahal po kasi ng chemicals. So black and white was more affordable. And wala po talaga akong inattenda na seminar or course in photography. So ang ginawa ko po, yung dating bookstore, ewan ko po marireveal yung age ko. And then, sobrang na-excite po ako. Nung high school, para ma-afford yung film, ginagawa ko, nagsushoot ako ng pictures ng mga celebrities sa magazine. At that time, yung TV Time. Yun lang po yung magazine no, na nandun yung schedule ng mga TV shows. And sinunod ko po. Siyempre, ang time nun, mga Charlie's Angels. Ewan ko, siguro na abutan nyo, lalo na kayo mga. So, kinukuha kayo, tapos binibenta ko sa mga kaklase ko. So, binibili nila. And then tuwing may event sila, may party, or get together yung group o barkada, kinukuha nila ako para mag-shoot. Pinabayaran nila ako. Konti lang, pero just enough to support my hobby. Nung college po, medyo nahirapan ako mag-shoot kasi kailangan mag-aral. So, natigil po yan. Although I always had a camera, but I didn't realize I always had a camera. Whether it's a point and shoot, yung Instamatic lang. And then, nung nagkaasawa na po ako, tapos nagkaanak, doon, bumalik. Kasi may kukunan ka, i-document mo yung growth ng siya. So, balik ako sa photography. After a while, may trabaho, may konting negosyo, and everything went south. Yung pinagtatrabuho ko nagsara. And yung business ko, nawala. So, at that time, I was 42, I think. And I asked my wife, anong gagawin ko? I'm too old to look for a job. They're younger, it's very competitive. Yung mga kabataan, yung kalaban mo, sigurado mo sa accept yung younger age, no? 42 na ako at the time. Yung keyword na sinabi ng supporting wife ko was that, go back to your passion. And then sabi ko, okay, passion ko, photography. Oh, balikan mo yun. Sabi ko, siguro magsisipit tayo ng sinturon for 2 years because I don't have any clients. I have to put my name out there. So yun, ang ginawa ko was nag-invest ako sa isang digital, buti na lang at the time, digital na, onset, 2006. Nag-shoot ako. Okay, pakita ko na yung next slide. Yan. Kaya ako pinapakita to is because very significant itong unang-unang gig ko sa published work. This was the first issue of Southern Living by Hinge Inquirer. And natawa lang ako. Naalala ko kasi because the editor asked me, kaya mo ba mag-shoot ng... Ang hirap talaga pumasok sa sa photography in a way. Backup shooter ako sa kasal, binyag, burol. Ang hindi ko lang ginawa was nude kasi parang nahihiya ako. Tsaka wala akong rapport sa pag ganun. Tsaka nahihiya rin ako sa wife ko. So, yeah. Although may mga lumapit kung pwedeng mag-shoot ng lingerie or nude. Sabi ko siguro pag-usapan mo nila yan. Parang gano'n. Pero actually. So, ang hirap to start. May months ka na, isa lang yung gig mo. May months dumami. So, ito yung opportunity, first opportunity ko, first issue. Tinanong ako ng editor, Jojo, can you do portraits, interior food products, and editorials? Sabi ko, yes. Pero actually, wala pa ako nagagawa kahit ano doon. It was all in my mind in theory. Alam ko kung paano gawin siya sa mind ko. Pero, interiors, tapos dinala ko sa restaurant. Tsaka, yun, may artist si Raul Isidro. First artist na naunan ko, binigyan pa ako niya ng work ng print. And tuwang-tuwa ako doon kasi Sa restaurant, pinakain ako. Tapos, sa interiors, pinamerienda ka. And then you meet a lot of people for me. So, doon nag-umpisa yun. And then, unti-unti, dumami yung clientele ko. And hanggang ngayon, hindi ko rin nakalain nung sasalita ako sa harap ninyo. Kwento ko yung nangyari sa akin sa photography. Okay, after that, after a few years, I've been shooting events. Shoot ako sa mga events and some glossies din. Medyo na iba na yung clientele ko. I do annual reports for mga companies. Pero syempre, kamukha ng sinabi ni Sir Alex, meron ka rin personal na gusto gawin. Ako rin, merong personal gusto gawin, yung shoots na gusto ko, pero hindi ko pa alam kung ano. Pero alam ko, nag-shoot na ako ng mga for personal projects. Minsan I try to do documentaries, street, or I try to do human interest for my personal. And nakakatulong rin minsan because the assignments I get are human interest. So, I mean, to interview personalities. So, kasama ko yung writer, you get to shoot. So, yun, doon ako After that, siguro nakikita ko na may-ari nung Laika sa mga events. Sinabi nila, Jojo, may kilala ka bang photographer na pwedeng maging instructor, in-house instructor, product specialist dito sa ano. Wow, sabi ko, Laika, okay na brand yan. Gusto ko yan, pero hindi ko afford. So, sabi niya, sabi ko, sige, I'll try to recommend someone. But if ever, sabi ko, ano ba ang qualifications yan? Sabi niya, kailangan ba fine graduate or may experience sa art? Ano? Sabi hindi. Sabi niya, basta if you shoot lang, mayroon mag-lighting and everything. So sabi ko, yun, yung skills ko kasi na natutunan is through reading lang. And I try to be with photographer friends. And sa trabaho, nagtatanong talaga ako. Tanong lang ako ng tanong. So I was able to learn lighting. I was able to learn how to shoot with less gear. Kasi karamihan ng assignments ko, minsan napapadala ka sa geothermal plant, mag-shoot ka ng yung mga planta. Ito mukha niya sa TV, ano ba yung punta ako doon. Akit ka sa campsite. Pero syempre, hindi na ako spring chicken eh. So, kailangan magaan yung gamit mo. So, I devised a way how to bring small gear to be able to shoot. So yun, sa madalit salita, natanggap ako ng Laika, tuwan-tuwa ako. And in-interview naman ako, pumasa ako even sa principal sa Singapore. Sabi nila, palitan ko lang daw yung website ko kasi iikot yung nakalagay dun sa hawak kong camera. So sabi ko, sure, okay, thank you. So pagdating ko sa Laika, I came up with a marketing plan. Although ang trabaho ko lang talaga doon was to give instruction and how to use the cameras, teach the client how to use the camera in real-life conditions, yung mga application niya. So, eksperimento ako doon, ginamit yung natutunan ko, ginamit ko. So, yun lang yung job ko, dapat pupuntahan ko yung client, tuturuan ko pagkabili ng camera, ganyan. Eh, syempre, mga VIP sila, so kailangan yung ginamit. Eh, hindi, tumulong rin ako sa marketing kasi sabi ko, sayang yung brand. And yung aming brand head, wala masyadong skills sa photography. So, I came up with some ideas. Kamukha nitong una, dumating si Masaya Singh. Yan yung photographer na kilala sa Singapore and Asia. Nagkaroon ng joint collaboration with Lasal, St. Benil. Well, sila yung nag-organize yan, tumulong lang ako. And nag-photo walk, tapos nag-talk siya. Si Matay Singh kasi is a photojournalist. So, and Laika is known for being in the middle of things, di ba? Kung i-research nyo, titingnan yung website niya, history. Ang Laika nasa gera, bagyo, lahat, nandun siya. So, ang ginawa ko rin, nagkaroon kami ng Laika Conversations. Yung Laika Conversations, nag-iimbita kami ng speakers, especially yung mga kilala kong customers, or ibang photographers, na parang ganito lang, invite mo sila and then they'll give you tips and then they tell you their experiences with photography, not necessarily with the camera, but with photography. So iba-ibang fields, kamukha nito si J. Ignacio, paano niya ginagamit yung photography niya? Kasi siguro yung mga hilig sa comics, yung mga mahilig sa graphic novels, siya yun. Tapos isa rin siyang martial artist, so the bladed hand, siya yung gumawa nun. So paano niya ginamit yung photography niya sa pag-express niya ng art niya. So, yun, tinuro niya. And then, nagkaroon din ng conversations kami, nag-invite kami ng 5 film photographers na nagpunta ng Bhutan, tapos dinocument nila yung art restoration, yung mga templo doon. So, film lahat yun, yung kinunan nila. So, very exciting. Lahat sila naka-film camera. And yung experiences nila doon and how, siyempre, pag film, hindi mo alam kung tama nga ba yung exposure na lalabas, di ba? So, and then they presented it to sa kingdom ng Bhutan. And then they were supposed to have that exhibit in National Museum, but I think it was postponed. So I invited them to talk, pinakita yung mga ibang shots nila. And then, nag-invite din po kami, si Jessa Snar is one of the, yung nasa left po. Jessa Snar is one of the Getty Images photographer. Dalawa lang sila dito sa Philippines na binibigyan ng assignment ng Getty Images. So si Jessa Snar is one, the other one is Ezra Akayan. So ito, documentary ang kanyang sinishoot. So yung mga social issues, yung mga sa iba-ibang bansa, nakapapadala sila ron. But mostly now, sa Philippines. Si Jessa Snar is very active ngayon sa photography na nag-grow dito ngayon sa atin. And then si John Hodder, na-discover ko yan sa Instagram. So, dati siyang si Jonat Donuts. Pinalitan na niya, ginawa na yung Jonathan Hodder. He's half Filipino, half Davaoenyo. He works for the UN, ng UN Development Projects. But, lagi niya bit-bit yung camera niya. So, nagkaroon siya ng conversation. He talks about his work. Medyo may social issues rin. Anong ginagawa ng UN ngayon? Doon sa Pan-Pacific Islands, sa Micronesia, yung mga Fiji, and dito. So, wala siyang ginawa. Pag free time, nag-shoot siya sa streets. And then, we came up with an exhibit, which is Liberation. So, ito yung mga shots niya from, it's still open kung matang kayo sa Makati sa Grade 5. It's in our gallery. From the pre-pandemic hanggang ngayon, kaya Liberation, lahat na tayo nakakalabas. So yun ang ginagawa ko sa Laika kasi I'm trying to encourage especially our customers to shoot and then come up with an exhibit. Hindi lang yung basta-basta exhibit, talagang mag-conceptualize nila na parang mag-mount ang exhibit talaga. And of course, we send it to Singapore for approval yung prints and then pag okay, saka namin piniprint. Dito, may marami tayong magagaling na printers dito sa Philippines. So ito yung nangyayari sa mga photo walks. Nag-organize din kami ng photo walks. So dumating si Fulvio Bogani, isa siyang Laika ambassador. So nag-shoot sila sa Chinatown, sa Binondo. Tapos itong grupo na ito sa baba, ito yung ngayon, kasi ito pre-pandemic eh. Itong ngayon, tinatawag nila yung sarili na mga millennials. Kasi, ano na sila, millennials. So, grupo yan na binuo, lumalaki na rin yung community namin, no, photo walkers. So, ang sipag nito mag-shoot, and ang trip nila is human interest, street photography. Kung saan maraming tao, doon sila pumupunta nag-shoot. Ang lakas ng loob nito mga to. Yung iba dyan COVID na, so mga 2 beses, pero lumalabas pa rin after. So, yan yung ginagawa namin para ma-encourage yung community. And we also join photo walks of different brands. Sa Laika naman kasi, we're not brand conscious, it's more of the camaraderie. So ito yung nangyari sa conversations. Ayan si John Hodder, yung nasa top left. Tapos may dalawa kaming doktor, yung top right and bottom right. Nag-share sila ng knowledge in their photography and paano nila na-apply yung photography in their field. and their own personal experience, personal projects. Sa left, lower left, isa siyang director, film director, si Edber. Si Direk Edber. He's now in Canada. Mag-isaw. Pag sobra siyang stress sa trabaho, so pag tanggal niya ng stress, nag-shoot siya ng still. So he came up with an exhibit sa, hindi ko nga alam, buti inaprubahan ng Singapore. Kasi ang ganda sa kanya. Sumakay siya sa MRT, dulot-dulo, tapos nag-shoot lang siya doon. So hindi mo malalaman kung saan parte ng MRT yun. Ang ganda ng mga shots niya, but it's mostly motion blur. Kaya ang tawag ko sa kanya si Ed Blur, hindi Edber. So yun yung examples ng mga ginagawa namin. Just to promote and invite more people to get into photography and then get organized in community. And then, na-invite, dumating dito si Max Pinker, siya yung Laika Oscar Bernac awardee, no? Hindi naman talaga siya nagla-Laika pero in-awardan siya because he did a long-form documentary for sa Korea, tsaka yung mga controversial na areas. So, pumunta siya, nag-talk siya rito in front of students sa Benil, na-invite kami sa Benil to bring him there. Then, nag-conduct din siya ng workshop sa store. And then we have, on the lower right, si Carlo Gabuco. Medyo, siya, sa EJK, he talks about long-form documentary. Pero yung mga pinakita niya rito is more of his projects. He went up the mountains and then documented the traditions and sacred traditions of yung mga tribes doon. Pag may disaster, what do they do? Pag may namamatay, how do they, parang sinasabi nila yung mga ceremonies nilang ginagawa doon. And of course, ito yung medyo nakakatakot na, hindi man nakakatakot, but I cannot forget this one because I organized a photo walk gabi with, on the lower right, isa siyang journalist batikang journalist, si Linus Escandor. Si Linus kasi, parang veteran na talaga yan. He's been to Marawi, even before the war. He's been to different areas na delikado talaga. At saka sa streets, sa Manila, lahat ng nadaanan na niya, pagdaanan na niya. And I organized this photo walk. Sabi ko, how does it feel to be in the place of a photojournalist? So sumabay kami sa beat ni Linus. So tumambay kami sa Western Police District. And doon mo makikita na ang daming, the plight of photojournalists na just for a 250 pesos picture na malagay ka sa byline ng dyaryo. Pinag-aawayan nila yon. So, hindi mo nag-aaway, but nag-uunahan sila. So, makikita mo, ginawa na sila ng presinto ng quarters doon at natutulog yung mga journalists. And nag-aantay lang sila ng call and then pupunta na sila sa scene. Ang usapan namin dito is, okay, pag may call, do we go, we agree if we will engage or hindi. Kasi syempre, at that time, nakakatakot din. Kung drug bust yun, baka may konting commotion, may delikado, peligro yung mga kasama. So, ganun ginawa. So, ang nangyari, nung gabi, dahil Friday yon, sabi ni Linus, wala na masyadong mangyayari Friday. Sabi niya, okay. So, we went, nag-lecture siya konti, and then we went first to a crime scene. So, nag-shoot kami. So, yun. I think this is a carnap incident na may barilan, so may bullet holes. May mga dugo-dugo pa nga nakita ko. So mahirap talaga maging photojournalist. And then, habang nag-aantay ng call, umikot kami sa Mabini. So nag-shoot kami ng mga scenes na doon. Hindi na siya kasing alive nung dati na colorful. Pero meron pa rin mga ganito. So, yun. And then, may tumawag, fire. Pero pumunta na kami, fire out na. So, medyo tapos na, pero may konti pang apoy. So, ito yung tinanong ko yung mga photojournalist na kakilala ko. Sabi ko, ang hirap pala mag-photo, no? Especially pag yung mga victims, nandun na sila sa, ano tawag doon? Safe area. Tapos nung pumasok kami para mag-shoot, nakita ko madilim. Siyempre, kita niyo lang yung ilaw sa labas. And they all look at you. And then, parang tulungan niyo. Parang ganun yung tingin. So, na-stun ako doon. And lahat kami, we had that experience na sabi ko, paano pag ganun, pag nag-shoot ka, they might think you're taking advantage of their helplessness. Sabi ng photographer, hindi, Joe. Pinapaalam mo lang sa mundo kung ano yung nangyayari sa totoong pangyayari. So, marami akong natutunan kay Linus Escandor because, although, ano ako di ba, hindi yung street yung beat ko, iba yung, pero this gave us it was an eye-opener na sabi niya, you shouldn't choose sides. Pag photojournalist ka or documenter, pakita mo lang yung where, what, when. Diba? Tama ba? Where, what, when. And baya mo na yung and who. Then baya mo na yung viewer maggawa ng opinion nila. So, ang hirap kasi karamihan ng photographers ngayon, especially when they deal with social issues, meron na agad silang judgment. So, lumalabas sa photos nila kung sino yung kinikilingan nila. But dapat, pag ganun, critic ka, hindi ka photojournalist. Ang photojournalist, same as writers, na dapat walang opinion. Diba? Sorry, napakwento na ako. Oh, and then, itong photography ko, cross paths with art. Mga ni Sir Peter, nag-cross path kami. Pasalamat ulit, Sir Peter, kasi may bago akong skill ako natutunan. Si Peter kasi is connected with art conservation. And we have a project na dinadocument ko yung artworks, yung details. So, the cross path yung art din. Previous to that, I've been doing photography I'm part of art fair. And I've been doing photography for 10 years sa kanila. 2003 sila nag-start. Kakatapos ng last week, yung art fair. So, ito yung mga ibang artists. Nabigyan ako ng opportunity to go to the artist studios to get to know these artists. And then, of course, the event itself. Ang kagandahan lang dito sa opportunity na to, akala ng iba, collector ako. Kilala ko kasi halos lahat ng artist. Pero hindi. Dina-document ko lang sila. Nagiging kaibigan. Pero hindi ako nagkakalat ng art. So, nasa kaliwa nyo, hindi sila magkapatid. Si Oka Villamael, is Marikina. Ito si Ryan Villamael. So, yan yung artwork nila. Paper, and then ito from what you see, yung junk, iniipon ni Oka, and then he creates it into art. Ito naman yung medyo pop, medyo sila, si Yoka, at saka si Jellyfish Kisses. Sila yung mga artists ngayon na, si Jellyfish is more experiential Magtatayo siya gagawa siya ng art. Tapos, gagawa siya ng tent, makikipagkwentuhan ka sa kanya. So, yun yung style nila ngayon. Ito si Yoka, bata pa to, but her art pieces are pop. But if you look deeper, parang, mga crime scenes pala, mga murder, mga gano'n. So, kakaiba. So, I get to meet them. And, of course, Peter, si Nico. Si Nilo Shima, nung sinunod ko to, syempre, kilalang photographer to. I was so pressured and nervous because he might get mad at me. Kasi sa demeanor niya, he's really very, parang perfectionist din siya in a way as a photographer. So, I only had 2 minutes as a window to shoot him. So, I asked him, and then he sat. And then after that, hirap siyang kunan. Even in the events sa art fair, it's hard to catch him because he knows. He turns his head away pag kinukunan mo siya. Kiko Escora, another artist, ngayon sa art fair, sinunod ko rin siya sa studio. And then, ito yung mga sa akin medyo nostalgic and sentimental. Like on the right, That's David Medalla, kung naalala siya. Nung time nung kasagsagan ng ano, he was way ahead of his time. Sa Paris yata siya nakilala with his installation art. So, yun, nakunan ko siya and kamakailan lang pumanaw na siya. I think last year. So, it was really an opportunity for me to take the biggest pictures ni Magnaguli. And of course, ang ating national artist for cinema, si Tatay Kidlat. I've been to Baguio a few times to shoot here, and then pag nandito siya, minsan, meron pa rin sa city. Kamukha nitong nakarang art fair. They have a Baguio, yung booth nila. So, sinip ko sila. Yung kanyang anak, and yung meron pa mga photographers na doon is Tommy Hafalia, yung mga kilalang nag-shoot sa mountains. No? Okay. Ito yung ending slide ko. Before I go to this, siyempre ang photography, natutuwa ako kasi ang daming kabataan din ako nakita. So, in whatever path you take sa photography, whether it's for art, expression, pwede rin ikaw for work, maging events, yung mga ginagawa ko. Sa akin kasi daming nagtatanong, hindi pa ako, amateur lang ako, hindi ako professional, mga ganun. Maraming nagtatanong, so wala pa akong ganyan. Sabi ko, alam mo, hindi tayo, alisin na natin sa mind natin yung commercial photographer, professional photographer. For me, we are all storytellers. Sinabi nga ni Sir Alex, yung cellphone, ang dami na nagagawa. Eh di, you tell your story in whatever medium you choose. Tell your story and gandahan mo yung pagkwento mo. Yun lang yung advice ko. Nasa sa'yo na yun kung paano. But I strongly advise that you have your photos printed. Kasi kamukha lang sa Laika dumating in-invite namin si Nikos Economopoulos. Siya yung bagong photographer. Marami kasi sa atin dito na marami ng photographs pero hindi natin alam kung anong gagawin natin. So, humanap tayo ng advice sa atin, mentor, to come up with a body of work. Kahit 15 shots lang yan, siguro meron ka 100, 1,000, just choose 15 or 20 or whatever. Create a body of work. And then try to make it, to print it, or try to come up with something, with an album or with a book. So, whether you choose it as an expression of yourself, pangkabuhayan, which is photography, or whatever branch you may want to go with your photography. Always remember that you are only as good as your last shoot. Sa akin, hindi ko maalala kung sino yung photographer nagsabi sa akin yan. Bawat shoot mo, sa susunod, higitan mo yung sarili mo. So, in my case, I may not be the best photographer when it comes to yung sinishoot ko. But I always make sure that I submit my work on time, or even before the deadline, or even before tawagan ka. Pero lang kanina, sa Art Congress, sorry. Napadala ko ng 3 days before. Kasi yan dun, daming trabaho. But always be nice to your clients. Kahit sinusungitan kayo, or whoever, kung yung gallery owner or whatever, may encounter mo. And yun nga, sinabi ni Nicholas na in-advise na ako na shoot from your heart. Kung ano yung nararamdaman nyo, kung ano yung makita nyo, i-shoot nyo. Tsaka, talasan natin yung mata natin. Be observant, tingnan mo kung sino yung mga katabi mo. Hindi mo mapapractice eh. Kung yung ganda pala nito kunan, diba? Lalo na ngayon may phone tayo, ang dali. Just whip up your phone and shoot. So, yun lang. Thank you again. And I hope may napulot mo ngayong konti din sa akin.
Maraming salamat, Sir Jojo. At gaya nga nung nabanggit din kanina, muli tayong magkakaroon ng pagkakataon para magkaroon ng open forum ng malayang talakayan. So dumako tayo sa ating panghuling speaker, presenter sa panel na ito. So babasahin ko muli itong isang maikling bio. No? Vitas R. Samson is Senior Curator and Consultant for Museum Research and Publications at Ayala Museum. She has created several museum exhibitions and is the featured writer in several catalogs since 2004. A major area of her curatorial work is the life and work of Spanish-Filipino artist Fernando Sobel, and she has curated several exhibitions on the artist for Ayala Museum. In 2017, she was co-curator with Spanish visual artist Guillermo Pañeque of the exhibition Zobel Contrapuntos, an official collateral event at the 57th Venice Biennale. She supervised the Zobel Catalog Razon project, Vision Region, from 2016 to 2020. She is curator of the ongoing exhibition at the Ayala Museum on Fernando Sobel, Landscape into Painting, Serie Blanca. Ms. Sampson received BA and MA degrees from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and New York University, respectively. So, muli palakpakan po natin si kababayan nga po natin, si Mabita Sampson.
Hello, good morning. Gusto mo nang introduce a little bit about myself, a little bit lang of background. My father is from Angono. He was born and bred here. He knew Botong when they were younger. I never met Botong. He died when I was still very young, so I never had the chance. But maraming kwento ang mother ko, maraming kwento father ko, and also mga kapatid ko rin yung those who had interaction with him. I think sa akong kapatid wanted a picture of the fishing industry. So my father asked Botong to draw her a painting ng fishing industry. Pero ginawa ni Botong, I think it's two small boys fishing. So it's not exactly fishing industry, but it's just a scene of of boys fishing. Pero I think nasabit na rin ng sister sa teacher niya. Pero akala ko nga una tinapon, pero hindi pala. But then sabi ko, can you get that picture back, that drawing back? Mukhang hindi or hindi even, I don't know. So that was my background on Botong. I've always wanted to do an exhibition since I started working at the museum way back when I was still a museum assistant at the Museum of Philippine Art. Of course, that happened. This is the exhibition we did in 2012. At the time, we had an exhibition program called Images of Nation. Ginawa ng Ayala Museum this program because at the time, it's around 2009, 2010, there was some controversy about the National Artist Program. I mean, people were questioning, what is a national artist? Sino ba karapat dapat? So, we said, why don't we have a program where we showcase the works of, mga past national artists? So, this program, we had the first exhibition, I think it was in 2010. So we defined it as an exhibition program that gathers the works of artists and national artists. From the stunning rural landscapes of Fernando Marcelo, was a posthumous award in 1972, to the imagined colonial portraits by Ben Cobb, who was named in 2006, the images presented by national artists both identify and idealize the states of the Philippine nation through the decades. A gathering of personal displays selected by artists would allow viewers to understand the extraordinary vision and formal excellence embodied in this important national award. Paumanin lang, most of the presentation will be in English. I will of course try to speak in Filipino, but that's my weakness. But in case any of you would like some clarification, just let me know in the middle of the presentation. Okay. So, just as an example of, let's say, what we mean by images of nation. So when we're thinking of the works of national artists, we have, let's say, works like this by Fernando Marcelo, Sunday Morning, Rolling to Town, done in 1958. This is from the Ayala Museum collection. Or you have a colonial portrait by Ben Cobb. This is from the CCP collection. This is done in 1972. That was the year when Ben Cobb did most of this, colonial portraits. And then we also had already series of images of nation exhibitions at the museum, at Ayala Museum. In 2010, I believe we had Vicente Manansala, but it's Vicente Manansala, a social realist. This is titled mga Pedro sa Malacanang back in 1977. And then, I believe this 2012, we had Victoria Dades. The exhibition is called Seminar. And this is, of course, the builders. It's a very well-known work, also known with the history of modern Philippine art. And then we have this iconic Stairway to Heaven by Cesar Legaspi, done in 1948. It was exhibited in the show Cesar Legaspi, The Brave Modern. I think the anecdote, ang story tungkol sa painting na ito is that after the war, parang in some building, sabi ni Mr. Legaspi, he just saw the staircase. That's all that remained of the building. So that's why he has this work. Oh, sorry. Okay. What is the National Artist Award? Just a little review. The Presidential Proclamation number 1001 created the award and declaration of national artists to give appropriate recognition and prestige to Filipinos who have distinguished themselves and made outstanding contribution to Philippine arts and letters. This is a section of the National Artist Citation for Botong. He was born in 1912, died in 1969. Though painter of his time, was more closely attuned to the spirit of his land and people. His genius fed on his never-failing source of inspiration, and he remained to the end of his life the authentic interpreter of the timeless round of daily existence in the villages of his native land. As you know, of course, Botong studied at UP, he also taught at UST, but he always wanted to be in Angono. He never went abroad. He was, I think, given several chances to go to Mexico. Pero for some reason, hindi siya talaga umaalis ng Angono. And he really stays, parang it's really the source of his creativity. Also in the same way, ganun din ang kanyang pinsan, who is also another national artist of Angono, Lucio San Pedro. He's also very, let's say, he really likes staying in Angono. He says as long as, especially when it begins to rain, then that's when he feels most inspired to compose music. So that's something they have in common. I mean, Angola is really very important in their creativity and in their work. So in order to do as I said, it's been always my dream to do an exhibition on Botong. So once we have the Images of Nation program, talaga I really made sure that I'll be able to curate such an exhibition. Of course, first thing I did was to confirm the year of birth of Botong, because in some biographies it's 1912, baka iba 1914. So I had to call Botong and to find out kailan ba siya dala pinanganak, because we wanted it to coincide sa kanyang birth centennial. And then of course you have to prepare the exhibition budget. It's not only setting aside some funds, but you also have to identify the budget items. Of course, the usual insurance, transportation, exhibition materials, and of course the publication. And this time, I made sure that we have something set aside for a video and film component of the exhibition. I will explain later why I feel that this is an important aspect of the exhibition. We had a staff discussion. At the end of the video, that we do have a lot of young staff at the museum. We had a discussion, okay, what is it that you know about Botong? So first, they know Botong and all this, but then they said, what strikes them is that our idea of heroes came from Botong's modernist iconography, meaning they know parang, okay, body fashion looks like that, and lapu-lapu looks like this. So it's really parang how Botong, kung paano ini-imagine ni Botong ating mga bayani, that's parang, that's what people remember. The pictorial concept also shows why Botong is a national artist, with his contribution to Philippine modernism in the 1930s to 1950s, with his iconic local, regional, and modern and national images. Okay, the exhibition profile. So the title of the exhibition is called Botong Francisco, A Nation Imagined. So we just played on Images of Nation to A Nation Imagined. And I'm the curator. The exhibition period was from December 4, so this is really more than 10 years ago, to March 31, 2030, which coincidentally is his death anniversary, March 31. But also Lucio San Pedro, they're both March 31. But I think we extended past this date, but that was the official date. What are the components? We have an exhibition on the ground and third floor galleries. That's a participant display. We have a field documentary done by Becky Galaga, who came onto the project quite early, and he was really very interested. He was really very inspired by this project. We have an exhibition catalog, and we had an exhibition program. We had a series of lectures and a children's art workshop. And it just so happens that 2013 was when we launched the AMI concert program, which is Rush Hour. I think there's several musicians, from the Manila Symphony Orchestra who are from Angono. So it was the first time we had, the Rush Hour concert in 2013, and we had the traveling exhibition, when the exhibition ended. Okay, what is the curatorial concept? So again, the award of national artist was conferred posthumously on Botong Francisco in 1973. And then Botong Francisco began his academic training with Fabian de la Rosa and Fernando Marsol at the University of the Philippines. However, his professional career got its pivotal direction in 1935 when Victoria Adades asked Botong and another young artist, Galo Ocampo, to assist him in a series of murals commissioned by the architect Juan Aquil. The murals executed in the lobbies of several cinema houses and stately private residences earned for Botong Adades and Ocampo the title Triumvirate of Modern Art. So from the beginning, ano na talaga ang name or aspect of modernism on Botong. A part of significant milestone in Philippine modernism. Adades and Ocampo were also declared national artists for painting and architecture, respectively by the Philippine government. Later work in the following decades contributed a robust imagery and lyrical romanticism in epic poems, meaning large works that depicted Philippine history and traditions. The living traditions in his homeland of Angono have characterized and invigorated Botong's painted images and allowed him to transform depictions of folk into representations of history and legend while developing a native